Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen.
How are y'all?
He asked, "How are you?" No, we are here. Welcome to another episode of Art of the Jam. This is episode 95, and we have our guest on today is Cameron Rhoades, or if you want to church it up, you could say Rhoades. That sounds fancy.
Yeah, it sounds nice and fancy.
But yeah, guys. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna have a little chat and a jam with Cameron Rhoades today. But before we get into that, I have a question. Obviously, in the tradition of Art of the Jam, I have a question for you, audience. And when we get back from the intro, we will maybe discuss it a little bit. What our thoughts are on it or whatnot. But my question for you is. And this goes for all art, writers, painters, chefs, etc., all forms of art. But do you think it's necessary to create within your influences and interests, and why? Meaning, say you are a cook and you are from France, for instance. Do you think it's necessary for you to only cook French cuisine? Do you think it's only necessary for you to play metal music if you're into metal music? I hope you understand what I'm getting at, and I will repeat. Do you think it's necessary to create within your influences and interests, and why? That being said, cue that intro. Sorry, we're back. I just wanted to go hang for a little bit longer just to see if it would get awkward for you. But it never.
I drank the water.
You can even hear the ice cubes in the mic. I was like,
right?
yes, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. But Cameron, do you think that it's necessary to create within your influences? Like, say you're brought up in say you're brought up listening to classic rock. Do you think that you have to play classic rock? Or do you think it's important otherwise to do you think it's important otherwise to explore other genres and things like that?
Very much so. I grew up playing classic rock, metal, stuff like that. Born and raised on '80s Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, stuff like that.
Gross. Just kidding. Go ahead.
And with that, obviously that's where my main inspirations come from. But I like to. There's always something new to learn in every genre of music that can help enhance someone's playing or art style, and make you unique. So I love to pull kind of like the Motown intro fill, or like older 50s, 60s drum rhythm that showcased in American Girl by Tom Petty. You have hi-hat, and then you have the snare by itself, because it helps accent that snare and break that snare out,
Right.
snare hit out in the mix. So I know a lot of musicians kind of get tunnel vision that I'm a metal drummer, I'm a metal musician.
Yeah.
I love experimenting and trying something new and playing different genres that I'm not normally used to. And a perfect example of that is I have metal bands, but I just joined a pop group a few months ago, like a pop dance group.
Yeah.
And I am having so much fun with that group.
Yeah?
It's so much fun. It's
Hell
awesome.
yeah. That's cool. I had we just played at Park Hills underground in Park Hills, Missouri, and the sound guy, he's a drummer,
Nice.
and he was like just kind of fucking around with
Mhm.
the Space Camps kit while he was like micing it up and stuff, and he kept doing that like dum dum chicka dum. It's like a Ringo Starr.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. It's like the Strawberry Fields Forever. You know what I'm? You
Yeah.
know that like little
Yeah.
beat. It's like Ringo's calling card. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Exactly.
But oh, I forgot what he said. He was like, no, that's like Stone Temple Pilots or something like that. And I'm like, where do you think they got it?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's the kind of the same thing, like the same mentality of what you're talking about is like you're taking um, pieces like what like the little elements of other genres that you like and applying it to what
Mhm.
you do. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And so it's like, what makes you think that the Stone Temple Pilots guys didn't do
Pull
that
that
with
from the Beatles.
Ringo? It's like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I always I hate that whenever people will will put themselves in a box
Exactly.
like that. It's like you I guess you can't. Obviously, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want.
Mhm.
You can be a metal drummer through and through if you want to be a metal drummer and only listen to metal. It's like you might be a fucking powerhouse at metal. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But it's like you could go over here and you could listen to like Latin music and you could get something from it.
Exactly.
And there was even this band that we played with. For some reason, I love playing with um, like young bands.
Mhm.
Like this past show we played, there was a group, and they were called Concanon, and I don't remember where they're from. I think they're from like the St. Louis area, but they're like all like 15 and 16 years
Oh,
old,
cool.
right? But
Very
and they were
cool.
like not out of my wheelhouse. Like they were like screaming
Yeah.
kind of thing, which I don't jive with it, but I do respect
Yep.
all forms of music.
Yep.
But I love watching them because there's something about both polar opposites of musicians, whether you're seasoned or a noob, as you would
Mhm.
say, and because it's like whenever you see these people that are like shredding, like it's
Yep.
like you can find something in like super like elaborate and like and and jovial. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like you can find something crazy that you're like, man, I really wish I could do that.
Mhm.
But then you see these young bands and they almost do the same thing out of inexperience.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they'll do something that they probably didn't even know they did, and you're like, oh, what is that?
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that.
yeah. You just that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I love watching all different types too. Like,
Mhm.
and
I can't tell you the amount of bands that I've gone and seen that of professional and us like what would I classify underground or whatever like professional and not necessarily professional bands. There's a I've seen so many drummers do so many different things that I'll sit there and go like, oh, that was such a cool fill,
yeah,
or that was such a cool little lick he had, or that really smooth on the touch of the drum, wasn't pounding it through a part that's really soft.
yeah,
Um, and that's again all stuff that I'm like, I can use that and I incorporate into my
yeah,
own writing, learning, playing style and stuff like that. Because uh, again, I'm more I guess old school on how music is made, in that I enjoy more of the human element. That I understand the use of a click, but I can't hate is a strong word, but I really don't care for everything being absolutely quantitized
yeah,
and perfected,
absolutely, yeah, yeah,
because then what's the point? You could have just programmed that in. Yeah, you had a drummer come in and do it, but if you took all the drummer out of it to make it perfect,
for sure,
what
absolutely,
now it's just a computer, just a drummer face on it, almost, kind of in my mind. But I love like I'll play to a click, but I have a natural push and pull because I get excited. I'm having fun and
mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Um, And yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of lost my.
No, you're good. I get you, dude.
Yeah.
There's something, and I always say this to people because, you know, like especially like studio albums and studio, you know, people, records and stuff nowadays are all um, so processed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I've like reverted back to like I love listening to a live album.
Yeah.
Because there's that, like you're saying, the human element. I always say this to people, but it's like you shouldn't like try to make mistakes.
Exactly.
But the magic of music is in the mistakes
Exactly.
that you make. It's all about like, you know, it's all about hitting, like, correcting the wrong note or playing. It's not about playing the right notes. It's about playing
Exactly.
off the wrong ones that you did.
Exactly.
And like, you know, me and Space Camp talk about it all the time, and it's like there's nothing more interesting for me as a observer and a listener of music uh, than going to see a show and you see like some dude, like, you know, he's like trying something he doesn't quite have figured out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a comedian trying out a new joke.
Yep.
Or, you know what I mean? And he'll try something and you'll see the drummer kind of like look at him like questioning, you know what I mean? And then he's like, oh, well.
Yep.
And then they laugh, and that there's something beautiful about that
Exactly.
interaction between bandmates. It's I can't get enough of that.
That's what makes going and seeing live music so much fun, is those little moments that you'll catch that makes the art something special.
Absolutely.
It makes it connect.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It's like I also I can't stand whenever people will like they'll say, you were talking about a click track. It's like if people will record an album with a click track, and then I know a lot of live bands now are starting to play with click tracks. I don't know if that's always been a thing or not, but I don't know. But it's like, why? I guess a click track is one thing, but more so I'm saying like playing it exactly like it is on the record.
Yeah.
And not like trying to like just like fuck with it in some way, like live, like take a chance or a risk. Yep. It's like, because you should want to give the person, now, and I know this is also relative, and this could vary depending on who you talk to, but it's like I think you should give them something extra when they come to see you live.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If they listen to your record, it's like, if you just play the record for them, it's like, man, I could have
gone home and done that and
just
saved the money.
Yeah, I could have just listened to the record.
Yep.
You know, and
honestly, that's kind of my thinking as well. That, like I said earlier, I'll play to a click, but I change little different things that I'm like, oh, this feels a little bit nicer tonight, and do like a different fill or a different, not like a different flow, because that can mess with the guitarist or whatever, but I'll do something a little different just to make it so if you come to see us live, there's something different that you won't get listening to the song each time.
Right.
So
yeah, man. What was I going to say? So you're part of I did, like I said before we started rolling, I did do as much research as I could on you, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it would be make me a poor podcaster if I podcaster. I've never called myself that. That's kind of weird. Scratch that. Edit that out.
That's gone.
Yeah, take it out in post. Get rid of it. I'm talking to myself though, because I edit it. I don't edit it, but I do technically am the one who puts it in the computer and edits it, but this whole conversation will not be edited unless you once said something you don't want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I like it. It's the organic aspect of it.
Exactly.
That's what this show is honestly about. Is the
keeping it raw, keeping it real.
Well, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, dude. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. I don't know. You know that song, right? Old Dirty Bastard.
And surprisingly, I don't think so, unfortunately.
You know the Wu-Tang Clan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry,
That one I do. That one I do.
I'm not a huge rap guy, but I enjoy, for some reason, the Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know why, but they're just good. I don't know, but I did a little bit of research on you, and I want to say and correct me if I'm wrong, because I definitely want to make sure. So you're part of Kingpin.
Yep.
And that's with Roy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know of Roy. I feel like I know. I feel like I've been around him, but I don't think I've ever talked to him.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Roy's a stupid cool dude and hell of a guitarist. Has played in bands all of his life. He's from California.
Yeah.
He was in a band there called Death Grip that they were pretty big for their area. That's also where Kingpin comes from, because he had a band out there called Kingpin. If you ever see like our Facebook page, or we have our banner up, that's his original banner from California that he brought this way. So yeah, no, Roy's a cool dude. And our bass player is Travis, freaking phenomenal bass player. And we just brought in another buddy of mine, Kelson, from Two Guys Music here in Lebanon.
Kelson Rogers.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Yep.
Well, school in general with him.
Yeah, hell of a guitarist, really cool guy. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We haven't had a ton of shows this year because we had to do a lot of rebuilding, reorganizing, because we had people move and switch out and stuff like that. But yeah, we got a few more shows coming up this year, so I'm excited.
Hell yeah, dude. So you're just a 3-piece?
We're a four-piece.
Wait, so Roy, you, Travis,
Kelson.
Okay. Yep. I don't, as they say, math good. I don't.
Same here.
But then go ahead.
We rock a 3-piece. We'll be doing actually a 3-piece I think next weekend because Kelson's out of town.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. We brought him in late, so don't want to interrupt stuff. But anyway, we can rock as a 3-piece. We all have acoustic gear as well. So like I have Cajon, Travis acoustic bass, Roy acoustic guitar. That we can vary our shows and stuff like that depending on what the crowd is, depending on the weather situation and stuff like that. So like we had one time at the beach house, it started raining. They're like, well, we can't use our electronics and stuff like that. So we bagged it all so it wouldn't get wet. And we brought our acoustic gear, went under the overhang, and played the rest of the show like that. So
fucking be like water, my friend.
Exactly. Hey, the people wanted a show, so we're giving them the show.
That's respectable as shit. I like that.
Thank you very much.
It's cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, I don't know. All my acoustics are incapacitated. I don't know why, but no, that's cool. Yeah, the first time Roy has an Acoustasonic. Yeah. He was one of the first people I ever seen that actually in person owned one. Like, I know that sounds wild, but
he loves that thing.
Yeah, I want one so bad, but because I'm like a Strat guy, and like I want one, but I also know what the price tag is, and so I was like, dude, what are you doing with, like, not in like a bad way. I was like, what are you doing with that? Like, going out, and, like, given it's been a few years probably since it came out, but then they're probably cheaper now. But when they first came out, they were expensive.
Yeah, like
at least like 1 to 2 zeros more than I care to spend. But no, and you're obviously part of Out of Reach as well, with Mason and oh my God, what is it, Christian?
Yep, that's the bass player.
Yeah. What's the
Randy is the other guitarist.
Randy, and so that's another 4-piece.
Yeah, we're looking at Mason's wanting to turn to strictly doing vocals, and kind of step away from doing guitars. So we have another guy that Randy has brought in. We're testing him out, seeing he's going to work out. So far he's doing pretty dang good, but just have to keep bringing him out, see if it gels. If it gels.
Bands are a very fickle thing.
Exactly.
You know, it's like I see so many bands now. Like I've played with so many bands already, just in like the past. I think Phantom Sam has been a band since like 2018, 2019, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many good bands that we've played with, and they're just all falling off the ladder. You know what I mean? Because they're just the turmoil within it.
Exactly.
The inner dynamics of a band are really hard to kind of keep. It's almost like it's a weird like marriage in a way.
It's a it's a 4 or 5 way marriage
Yeah,
sometimes. Yeah.
Polyamory is
Pretty much.
But yeah. And then I seen you're also part of. Is this the Jasmine Grounds?
Correct. That's
the
pop group.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I noticed that you guys opened for that Mexican OT.
Yeah, that was a really cool show.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got in that project, I would say September of last year, and they've been insanely welcoming. They're all so sweet. It's a 7-member group right now.
Oh damn.
It's Jasmine, lead singer, lead dancer. Hannah, McKenna, and Jordan are backup dancers, and then you have Mike as the guitarist, Ian bass player, and then me as a drummer.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Jasmine is a hell of a songwriter, hell of a singer, which was the thing that like the songs had hooks, but I'm like, people can kind of auto tune. Actually getting to hear her sing, I'm like, it's a singer that can actually sing.
So she's
Yes.
So she's auto-tuned, but she can also sing. Or like actual. Is that what you were saying?
No. I was saying that
Sorry.
no, you're good. That people can make a good track even if they're not a good singer because they auto tune it. No, she actually can do that legit without auto tune. Hell, her producer probably puts a little bit on it. Everyone does.
Yeah.
But no, whenever she sings live, it's pretty dead on. It's
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's a hell of a singer.
That's awesome, man.
Can play piano, can kind of pick a little guitar. Actually, she samples drums for a lot of her songs. Because just starting out, trying to get music out.
Yeah, of course.
And she actually understands like drum mechanics and stuff like that. I threw her on my drum kit a few weeks back because we had a just party at my house. She figured out how to play some pretty decent drum rhythms for her first time. I'm like, all right, girl, freaking go for it, I guess.
Hell yeah. So she could almost be like, hey, I want to beat like this and show you.
Pretty much,
and then you could just refine it.
Exactly. Yep.
That's cool, man. Did you guys get to meet that Mexican OT?
I didn't. I can't remember what happened. I had to do something. Yeah, I can't remember why I wasn't able to stay. I came back later, but once I came back, Mexican OT had already left.
Yeah.
But no, Jasmine and the dancers got to hang out with him. They were hanging out with his girlfriend all night and got pictures and stuff like that. And they went back to a bar there in Springfield, OXO. Really cool place.
Yeah.
And they had like an after party there, and they all got to hang out with OXO, stuff like that. And they before I joined, they had shows with Afro Man. That actually Jasmine talks to him every now and then.
Afro Man?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We played with some decently big names for as small of a group as we are.
Yeah.
Because Jasmine's only been doing this for 2-3 years.
Oh, damn.
Something like that. But she works her butt off.
Is she based in Springfield?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's pretty rad, man. Afro Man, I didn't get to meet him, but we played for him one time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a weird little bill.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I've heard he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Though.
I've heard that too.
And I noticed you do a lot of drum covers.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool.
As of late, I've really been on a Sabaton kick, they are a power metal band from Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden.
Exactly. But the drummer, his name is Hannes van Dol. So obviously pronunciation is not my thing,
You
but
ain't
that's
Swedish.
Close. Huh?
I said you ain't Swedish.
Exactly.
Don't act like you know.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
But he plays a lot of ambidextrous rhythms and stuff like that. So he'll be doing like ting-ting, ting-ting, ting on the right, but also adding in like hi-hat accents on the offbeats of that. And I'm like, that is so cool. And I was kind of going through a little bit of a burnout phase before I found them, and I heard his playing and went, that's so cool. And I just went down the rabbit hole. But
Dude.
freaking love them. They're so cool. But Yeah, with my drum covers, I do pretty much everything. I did a pirate sea shanty that there's no drums in it at all, and I went in and wrote drums for it and sent it to the
Yeah.
band, and the band loved it.
Really?
Yeah,
So you're like, here, hold my beer.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
The main songwriter of that song is a song called Flintlock by a band called The Banished Privateers. They're also Swedish, but I recorded this video and did the normal what is it like cut in the sections to promote it and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the band saw it, and the guy who wrote the song messaged me and went, dude, that was freaking awesome, and followed me on Instagram and all that stuff. So really cool. Really cool.
Hell yeah. So you just mentioned you were going through a burnout phase.
Yeah.
Meaning like you were
I was
uninspired.
Yeah, I was burning myself out just with some dead projects and dead ideas, and I'm pretty much up in my barn at least for a minimum an hour a day practicing. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm always doing something music-wise, whether it's a video, practicing a new song, band practice, or something like that. As we've listed, I'm in a lot of projects,
Yeah.
and possibly a few more coming up. But I love it all, but also at the same time, it's just like I never have time to myself or
Yeah.
time down. In December and January, aside from like Christmas and New Year's, I was not home one full weekend for 2 months because I was
Damn.
shows, practices, out of town, just in general, something else going on.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of that stuff gets tiring. I love it. I legitimately do love it, but also at the same point, just need a mental break sometimes
Yeah.
to just relax and reflect, and then come back in with a renewed vigor
Yeah.
to start playing again.
Fresh eyes, fresh ears.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, especially people that aren't musicians, they imagine like, oh, you got it easy because you're doing what you love, and it's like, yeah, true, but we also get tired of it sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, and just like anything else, though, you kind of have to play through that burnout.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, but
Yep.
fortunately, at the same time.
Still get to do the thing that you love, but it just sucks a little bit less over time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you mentioned you never get downtime. What do you do other than drums? What do you enjoy doing in other things?
I am a jack of all trades kind of on that. I'm on a paranormal team. I go storm chasing. I love hiking. I go boating whenever I can. I mean, you name it, I'm down to do it pretty much. So
What the dude? Dude. Oh my god. So you're on a paranormal team?
Yep.
Like taps, like ghost, like fucking
Yeah.
Zach Bagans type of shit.
Essentially, yeah. It's a group out of St. Louis called PTF, or Paranormal Task Force. They've actually been on Ghost Adventures. They were on the 100th episode when Ghost Adventures were at the Exorcist house, and yeah, I mean,
Have you been on any crazy adventures with them to like anything? What am I trying to say? Like a notable.
yeah, I've been
place.
to Waverly Hill Sanitarium.
I've heard of that.
I did a private ghost hunt there. I went to West Virginia. Oh man, what's it called? It's a lunatic asylum in West Virginia. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. That's it.
You've been to that one.
Yeah.
I think that's considered one of the most haunted.
Yeah, absolutely huge place. Stupid cool. So freaking cool.
That's crazy, dude.
I've been to Missouri State Penn, of course. Ashmore State's in Illinois. Tri-County truck stop up outside of St. Louis. It got hit by a tornado like a year or two ago, so I don't think it's around anymore. But yeah, I've been all over the place doing it. I've been down to I think it was a TV series called The Haunting of the House on the Hill, or something like that. The house is called the Hill House. It's down in Mineral Wells, Texas.
Oh.
And went there, did an investigation there. That place is pretty cool. Beautiful area, beautiful country around there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been all over. love traveling, stuff like that too. So it all just feeds into itself.
Yeah. I feel like if you went to a paranormal or on a ghost hunt to a place that went that got hit by a tornado, were you just like storm chasing ghosts
Man, I wish that would have been fun.
at the same time?
That would have been fun.
There's a ghost tornado.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Dude, that would be wild.
Right.
With the storm chasing thing.
Yeah.
What like you actually like legit go like chase like tornadoes and stuff?
Yep. This year I haven't been able to do too much, just busy being here. But we've had a few storms roll through the area. There was one back in like April that it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I woke up after a show to my alarm going off, tornado warning. I'm like, well, let's get going.
Yeah.
And threw on clothes, got in my car, and just outdoor I went. And I chased. It was a storm literally outside my house. I have a picture of like the lowering and never touched the ground, but I have a picture of the lowering, and I chased that thing all the way up to the north side of Jeff City before I kind of gave up on it, just because it was really disintegrating. It took it up until like Columbia before it did anything, so I think I kind of made the right call. But
would you be willing to send me that picture?
Yeah, not a problem.
After the show, obviously.
Yep.
And I'll put it up because I think that shit's interesting. I like that stuff.
Yeah. Also, I got a ton of ghost stuff too. I can send you too if you want.
What?
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the ghost stuff.
Yeah, no,
You're good. Space Game fucks that up all the time.
It's fine.
I try.
But yeah, no, I got a ton of different videos. I got audio. I got some visual stuff as well, and yeah.
Dude, I know this probably sounds stupid, but are you familiar with like Sam and Colby?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
Yep.
Unfortunately, they nabbed my attention. They just stole it from me.
Yeah.
And there for a little bit, I was like obsessed. Not just on them though. They just kind of like sparked it in me, and then I started watching like what is the other dude that was part of Sam and Colby? I forgot his name. Oh, but he's the one that like hangs out with Matt Rife, and Matt Rife, the comedian, goes on the hunts with them and stuff. Can't remember their YouTube channel, but like I got obsessed with it, and now like, and we played a show up in what was it? What was it state we were in? Indiana, I think. I don't remember. Beloit? No. Yes. I don't remember. Illinois or Indiana, but it was this venue called Studio 301.
Oh, okay.
And their venue is under a haunted, like it's in a haunted building, but it's on the ground floor.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we like finished the show, and it's like midnight, and they're like, "Hey, you guys should probably just stay for like another hour, and we'll show you through like the haunted part."
Cool.
Never like I don't disbelieve. I'm more of one of those people that it's like I want to believe, but I've never seen irrefutable evidence.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so I'm always open to doing it because I want to see something wild. But that was one of the only experiences that I've ever had where it's like I walk in there and I don't see anything, but there's this overwhelming feeling that you're like something. Not that like there's like demons or ghosts or like anything. It's just like you walk in there and you're like, something isn't normal.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah. It's not like walking into your buddy Dave's house. You're just like, whatever. You walk in and it's just like you're walking through a wall. You're just like, this is not right.
Yeah, it's like this weird it's like a little like portal wall or like a membrane. You're like. You just walk through and you're like, okay. Because there was like a doorway, like straight up. There was like one room that you like felt safe in. Like when you first come up the stairs, you're in this room and you feel all right. But then there's this one doorway that when you're looking through it, you're like, this is kind of strange. And then you walk just through that doorway and it's like the entire vibe shifts. And you're like, I don't know if I feel okay.
Yeah.
There's something eerie about it, but man, that's some heavy shit. But
Really quick, I am kind of the same way that I'm a very skeptical believer. That I believe like 95% of what people think are ghosts or spirits or whatever can reasonably be explained away. Like the knock in the night, probably a bird or a bat or just something completely not your AC turning on.
Yeah.
But with some of the stuff that I've caught that hopefully he'll edit in post, I'll send it. I promise.
You fucking better, dude.
Just is that 5% that I'm like, this just stands out. That this is a look. I have a video of an orb thing that's moving, and I went to try and debunk it because that's immediately what my brain tries to do. And I'm like, I just don't know how light bends like that. And and put the video here, so reference.
Sorry, give me work to do on the editing. Thanks.
Man, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
Good.
But it's very interesting, and plus I'm a huge history buff, so ghost hunting and history buff just hand in hand because ghosts are technically history.
It's so like I don't want to say live history because they're not alive, but
air quotes live history, yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's cool.
So
yeah, I got to see that, especially you're talking about light bending in certain ways, because that's because I feel like any logical human being, it's like they subconsciously don't want it to be real, so they try to logically debunk it before they're like, oh shit. That's why it's so scary, is because it's not supposed to be there.
That should not be happening.
Yeah, exactly. This is not happening right now. Yeah, but. Yeah, man. We'll get to. I wanted to real quick. We'll get to the jam portion of the show here in a second. But I wanted to. Normally on the show we do like a album of the week type of thing because I'm a big vinyl nerd. But this is I picked this up for like $3 at a antique store, and I've never been happier with it in my life for some reason. I've always loved Cream. Mm-hmm. But, this is the best of Cream, and for you guys who don't know, it's Jack Bruce and Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker, and I don't know how much you know about the lore behind Phantom Sam, but when we first started playing, when bands have like limited original material, they tend to play covers, and Born Under a Bad Sign was like, I don't know if you know that song, old Albert King blues song. Mm-hmm. Literally, I heard that for the first time as Cream and not the Albert King version, and it was the grooviest motherfucking song I have ever heard in my life, and to this day, it's still one of the grooviest songs ever. And but the reason I chose this album is because you're a very versatile drummer. You know, metal bands, rock bands, doing fucking pirate shanties and pop groups and opening up for rappers and shit. Ginger Baker, in my opinion, is one of the most versatile drummers. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite drummers out there.
Very much so.
And so that's why I wanted to share this. This is why it was important. But that being said, we will continue our conversation after the delectable, sweet, delicious purple center of this jam sandwich. I thought that'd be funny. I say that every episode, and I try to say it in a different way every time, but I failed. But anyways, let's get to the jam portion of the show.
Hell yeah.
Guys, welcome to the jam portion of the show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, at least somebody's clapping. But
yay.
As you could probably tell, we are here with Cameron Rhoades, and we're going to do a little dice roll, and we're going to get into a little jam. So I hope it does it for you. So without further ado,
let's get it.
I'm still working on the show because I like to cut this in later, but. So, you are the guest, so you're going to give these a good roll.
All right.
And you're just going to roll them into the dish.
Oh, look at that.
F augmented. Oh, 4/4. I thought it said 5/4. You got an easy one.
I got it nice and easy, baby.
All right.
Hey, that's fine, because that just means we can have even more fun. We don't have to think about it too much.
So, the 4/4, and this is a 6, so it'll roll over. This is the accent beat.
Okay.
And so it'll roll over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Wait. 1,
Yeah,
2,
that's right.
3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, so the accent beat is the one thing we always struggle with.
So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So your accent would just be on the second beat. Yeah.
The emphasis beat.
Yeah, the emphasis. Yeah.
Cool. And then
that's augmented
F.
F, which F.
Cool.
But yeah. So. Let me, All right, guys. So, our roll for today, as you may have seen on the trusty old dice cam, we have the key of F. The quality is augmented. We have the ever so lucky to receive the time signature of 4/4 with an accent on the 2. I will repeat, key of F, quality is the augmented, time signature 4/4 with an accent on the 2. Without further ado, I love accent 2 because I can say accent 2 without further ado and it just rolls off. Yeah, thank you.
There you go. There you go.
You're gonna give Space Camper a run for his money with your whatever what do you call that? I don't know. Yeah. No, he is like loves doing that like soundboard shit, but in real life.
Right.
Like he'll do that little doing thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's just like
awesome.
But that's super funny. But I will go ahead and probably won't be able to hear it, so I'll be all right. But I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. It'll go off. I'll see it or hear it or something, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So,
I'd say you go ahead and start. I'll come in a phrase or two. Normally I just count on my hi-hat.
It's funny because I only know the. I feel like you got it easy, and then I get augmented.
No, that is cake for a drummer. 4/4 is cake for a drummer. But no, an odd 7.
No, it's like a. How do you fit that into something logical?
Yeah, there's not much to go with. At the end or on the 2, that actually really helped me to hit the 2 each time. That was
That's something.
it's also really cool watching your finger pick too. That's so
Oh,
cool.
thank you. I appreciate you. No, this is every time I get something like that on this show, I'm like, I need to press stop. I need to go work on what to do with an augmented chord.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like I feel like augmented is one of those chord qualities. It's like it only goes with other weird chord qualities, like diminished or I don't know how much you know about like actual notate
like on the technical side, not much, but on the roughly knowing what it is, I got it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like
I know just in general that's not the easiest thing to really sit and be able to jam on for a while.
And it's also weird to try to make like a riff out of it too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like kind of like arpeggiating. I'm not.
Honestly, though, I still think it grew pretty good. I know my hand is a little heavy playing, but it was nice to just try and. You'll probably see me playing a bit with my eyes closed because I'm trying to sink back into just playing to what you're doing and do something that's accenting you, but then also I'm like, I wonder how much I can push this and do a lot of different stuff. Like I was doing the ting 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 ting, but also on the hi hat. It's like the boots and cats. I'm doing that with my left hand, and I was also doing ting 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 on my right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so
slick.
I was trying to see if I'm like, how far can I push this and still maybe sit in the right groove. I'm interested to see how that turns out. I can't wait to actually see this back, man.
Let's get back to the show.
Let me get some water.
Oh, you're good. I
got you. Don't worry about it.
I just want to be hospitable.
Don't worry, man. It's all good. I promise.
Yeah, and I normally everybody else on here has been heavy coffee drinkers, so
yeah.
But
surprisingly, especially with the jobs that I do, I don't drink any coffee.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I survive, honestly.
Dude, you're a fucking sweetheart for fixing that.
Not a problem.
It's it's not fastened on there, so I don't really. I just don't like.
I don't mind helping out.
Yeah, I just I don't like the old red car seats, but I like the vibe of the car seats. It makes me feel like I'm on like a in a band van or something.
No, honestly I did the little setup. This is nice.
Well, I appreciate it. It's not much, but it's honest.
Hey, it works, man.
And you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
But guys, we are back here from the jam portion of the show. We don't know how it went because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure. Well, we shouldn't say that. It's a secret. But,
edit that out.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, but I hope you enjoyed the jam. I hope we enjoyed it too.
It's gonna be fun no matter what. We'll make it fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But speaking of fun, I do have, and normally we do this before the jam portion of the show, but I wanted to, we got all of the the history of so far of your musicianship and things like that. I wanted to have a little fun here. I have this segment of the show I like to call Phantom Sam and the Fictions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, Phantom Sam and the Fictions is the segment of the show where over the course of the week, me or if not Space Camp and I, when he's normally on here, I will go ahead and mention Space Camp is out sick today. That's why he's not here. Or he is here in spirit. We don't know. We were talking about ghosts. He could... yeah. But Phantom Sam and the Fictions is the segment of the show where over the course of the week, I will come up with 1 to 3 fictitious band names.
Gotcha.
Right? And we will decide what we think just based off of their name, what genre of music they would play, or what real life band they would open for, or anything and everything. We'll just because it's silly and fun.
Exactly.
It's silly.
Exactly.
So without further ado, Phantom Sam and the Fictions. Fictitious band name number 1, the Frozen Popes. What do you
Interesting.
I actually liked this one.
I do too. That's actually a pretty good one. Man, I kind of feel like that would be something that's like more on the aggressive side of like pop punk.
The Frozen Popes, yeah.
Yeah. Something that's more skater punk rock.
Yeah. Not quite ska though. I don't
Not that far.
Yeah, I don't want to put brass in there. But yeah, the Frozen Popes, I could dig that. That's something that's playing at the skate park.
Yep.
Maybe just slightly like I don't want to say goth. What would you say, like
Scene, maybe?
yeah, maybe like a little. It's gonna be like a little blasphemous,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yep.
You know what I mean, but not quite like spikes and like goth.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely wearing black. Definitely all black.
Yeah. One of them might be wearing like a dirty suit. Or
Exactly.
something,
Exactly.
Maybe the lead singer or the.
Honestly, that would look cool. Like the lead singer's like white, wearing all white, like some sort of like formal outfit, and everyone else is wearing all black.
Yeah.
Trying to get that Frozen Pope look.
Ooh, yeah.
You had the Pope up front, and then like, well, I guess now it's going on the side of Ghost, so it's a little too close to go, but still, cool image, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like one of them. See, I want to put a Pope hat on one of them, but
Right.
I feel like that would just be a huge like distraction, or like, you know, I don't know if you've ever tried to wear anything extravagant when you play.
Oh,
like
I have a ton of different things I wear.
Well, I mean, like, imagine like a big
A
tall
huge hat
Pope
like
hat.
this, yeah.
It's like, imagine drumming with that. You know what I mean?
Put me in, coach. I'll try it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's one of those
No,
things.
it would be obnoxious.
You know, like there's bands out there that'll like they'll have like a really fancy coat, and it's just to play the first song in.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously too much to play the
Exactly.
whole show. I feel like it's one of those
Yeah,
things.
definitely.
But what do you think a real life band? Who do you think they would open for, based off of what we just?
I'm immediately hearing the name and kind of the initial vibe immediately was Sum 41.
Okay.
Sum 41,
yeah.
I can see them opening up for.
Like the Offspring or something, something
Yep.
like that. Yeah. Just yeah. I'll be doing fucking kickflips all day. to
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Fictitious band name number 2, Dog Park Darling.
Huh.
Yeah, this one I honestly none of these I gave any preemptive thought to, because I wanted to see what you thought of on the fly.
That can definitely go a few different ways, because you could actually take that maybe as a ska band.
Dog Park Darling, yeah.
I'd love to see that kind of as a ska band and see what they do.
I feel like Dog Park Darling would be like the yin to the Frozen Popes.
Pretty much,
yang,
right?
You know what I mean? They would, yeah, because the Frozen Popes, yeah. Ska, fucking, yeah. I the funniest thing I heard, I think it was a meme, but somebody told me the other day, or not the other day, but I always get times fucked up.
Dude,
I'm like, the other,
as of late, yeah. It's
Well,
been bad.
I'm literally like the other day, and now that I think about it, it was like
A month
months
ago.
months ago. Yeah, like I remember where I was whenever I was told this, and I'm like, that was damn near a year ago. Like, no, but they said ska. Was it ska music is what's playing in like a kid's brain when he's making mozzarella sticks or something like that.
Probably.
You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
like I don't even know, but Dog Park Darling, that a ska band. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be skateboarding, but I'd be like maybe on my scooter. I don't know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my Razor scooter. But no, Dog Park Darling. Yeah,
Band wise, like, who would they open for? That's a tough one.
Dog. Well, if you go with the ska, man, I don't know. That one's kind of.
That's a tough one. I really don't know, honestly, too much into ska.
I don't
groups-wise,
either.
But I know that music style, or I've heard it, I should say. I don't know it, but I just don't know enough bands. But I feel that's where it should sit. But
I feel like they. Let's say this. I feel like they would be the opening act on a bill, but 10 bands later, Cake would play.
all right, sure, I'm down for that.
So there's at least 8 bands in between them that
To
were.
get that decent transition.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Cake does have that, like, they're not ska. You know what I mean? But they do have that, like, little, like you were talking about taking little elements from other genres of music. I feel like there is, like, a little, a little titch of ska in Cake.
I agree.
But, hell yeah. That one was funny because I always have backstories to these too, but Dog Park Darling is the only one that I really remember the backstory to, and I have a new puppy, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm always like saying, sometimes I say weird things to my dog, and I'm like, sit pretty, and it's like, she'll like sit pretty or whatever, and it's like you're gonna be the Dog Park Darling. All those boy dogs are gonna be
just all over you.
Yeah. But then I was like Dog Park Darling, and then it's like I have to write this down.
Honestly, both of those are not half bad names. I could absolutely legitimately see, like Frozen Popes. I'm surprised that might not be a band name yet.
You know what that the backstory to that one is, though, right? That wasn't something that I necessarily said and was like, oh, I should write that down. It's something I heard, and I was like, and but in the context of there's like that conspiracy that there's like under the Vatican. It's almost like if you.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, like have you ever heard the conspiracy that Walt Disney is in cryogenically frozen in Cinderella's castle? Same thing, but there's like all these popes are frozen under the Vatican.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're just like clones of each other and stuff like that. And so I was like, the frozen popes. That's kind of
I vibe with that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep. Fictitious band name number 3, and this is our last one. And this one's honestly not as good, but we've come this far. So, fictitious band name number 3, Borderline Fax Machine.
Rappers.
You think rappers? Okay, that's interesting.
I said that kind of in jest, but also the same point. I think that would just be freaking hilarious.
If they were rappers?
Yeah.
Borderline Fax Machine.
So it would have to be a group. It's not one dude.
Oh, for sure.
It would have to be a rap group. And I would love them to be kind of more on the aggressive side, but kind of trying to think.
Like almost like industrial
kind of
techno meets hip hop or something like that. I'm just thinking from the fax machine part for some reason. Like they sample like
paper printing.
Yeah. Toner low.
I love the hell out of that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Out of paper.
And then that's the bass drop right
there.
Yeah, out of paper.
And then they just got sick aggressive flow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Borderline fax machine. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. And it has to be a group because they have to do the call and return type thing, like the Beastie Boys, like where they accent each other's lines and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Dude, hell yeah. And they would just fuck it. They'd open up for the Beastie Boys if they were all
Honestly,
still...
Honestly, yeah.
And
that or Bloodhound Gang. I could see both of them going.
Dude, you just sparked it. I forgot they existed.
I actually went back and was listening to Bloodhound Gang. What a wild band.
Yeah.
What a wild group.
Dude, yeah. Because I remember that was like, you know, the Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo song. Whenever you're in like junior high, you're saying it like like you know what it means, but like your teachers don't necessarily. You know what I mean? And so you're like, you know, Foxtrot, you know.
And then you just have the overt one of Bad Touch, but also what a banger song.
Yeah, what was the one? Oh my God, which one's Bad Touch? That's not the do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
That's it. That is it.
Yeah, that was the first one I ever heard like that. When that was on.
That was my first one I heard of them too.
It was on like on the radio, and I was like,
really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
No? Well, I mean, it was probably heavily edited.
Yeah.
But still,
I heard that song from a YouTube like compilation thing, like years ago. I can't even remember what it was, but it was just so ingrained in my mind.
Huh? Yeah, dude, I totally forgot they existed. That's crazy. Bloodhound Gang, Jesus Christ. Well, guys, that concludes Phantom Sam and the Fictions. I honestly had a whole like topic, because normally like I'll do like a topic with the where it's like something about like the philosophy of music or the history of music, but your fucking shit about paranormal and storm chasing was way more. That's why I come prepared, but I'm open to other people being more interesting than what I had prepared.
Just see where the conversation goes.
Yeah, but I feel like I do have to mention Ginger Baker. I already started mentioning Ginger Baker,
for it.
And it's honestly not that crazy of a topic, because I basically I want to do things that that relate to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you, like I said, it's you have a very versatile repertoire of the bands you're playing with and stuff, and so. Basically, I just had a couple drumming across genre, and basically I wanted to mention like Mike Portnoy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he from Dream Theater. Yep. He played prog metal, and then he was Dream Theater. I guess is considered, through my research. Obviously, everybody's opinion varies, but Dream Theater is technically classified as progressive metal.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went on and did like Avenged Sevenfold, which was he's kind of the exception to the rest of these, because he's still in the realm of metal.
Yeah.
But it's like he like experimented with all the subgenres, if that makes sense.
He's in the metal sphere, but he's bounced around all throughout that sphere of metal. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has Avenged Sevenfold, which is technically heavy metal, and then he has a band called the Winery Dogs, which is hard rock, but they were based, like I said, based on my research, they were like going for like a classic rock sound,
really?
Like
okay.
Zeppelin and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
They actually had their bassist of the Winery Dogs, because they are like a super group, and the bassist of that, I don't know if you've ever heard of Billy Sheehan.
I have.
Yeah, crazy is my buddy Derek, who was on the show. I don't remember what episode he was on. Maybe 91 he was on. So 4 episodes ago, maybe. I don't know. Fucking math.
Counting.
Yeah. Counting. No, but Derek actually, he's part of Ghostwood Guitar.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
And so he builds his own pickups and everything. And he actually built this thing. This is a pickup.
Really?
Yeah, so you plug it in. He's one of the nicest dudes, but he's a mad scientist when it comes to like, just like he'll be like, man, this box, I could put this door thing on it and put a pickup on it, and I wonder what that would sound like, and he'll just build it.
That's so cool, though. Yeah. I love stuff like that.
But he was trying to design a pickup for Billy Sheehan himself.
Really?
But I guess the guy that works on his bass is didn't want him to necessarily build him one, so he like found him already existing one online and like sent it to him. So he kind of has like this connection to Billy Sheehan in a very loose way.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. I wanted to make that connection because
No, that's still really, really cool.
yeah, because honestly, you know, there's things like you've never heard of somebody or something, and you hear it once, and then you start hearing
All
about
over the place.
Yeah,
Which is that has happened to me with Chaperone and Pink Pony Club. I've never heard that song before a month ago. Jasmine brought it up, and now everywhere I freaking go, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, that's all I see and hear. I'm like, please stop.
Pink Pony Club. You know, I have a weird. Well, let me finish this though.
Go for it.
No. Derek, I didn't know who Billy Sheehan was until Derek told me who he was,
Okay.
and now it's like he's showing up everywhere. That I'm like, and he is a fucking killer bass player. He's like does all the techniques at one time somehow, but crazy.
That's
but
cool.
no, the Pink Pony Club thing. I feel bad about this, but there was one show I accidentally made a girl mad because, you know, Phantom Sam is an original act, and so, but we're not. It's not unfamiliar to us to have people come up and still request things, you know. And she was like, Pink Pony Club, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Like, I was nice about it, but you know how alcohol makes certain people sometimes, and she wasn't enjoying my vibe. Like, she wasn't not enjoying the music or my vibe. I think the way I said it, she misunderstood my intentions.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because when I'm on stage, I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, just having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think she took that in a weird way, and I was like, no, and I was like, show it to me, and then she like showed it to me while I was on stage, because, you know, whatever.
Yep.
I didn't want to upset her, but then
exactly.
she ended up leaving after that, because I was like, you're showing it to me for the first time. I don't know it.
Yeah.
I can't play it for you.
Yeah.
But I kind of upset her, but
it happens.
Yeah. So if you're a random lady from St. Paul, Minnesota, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. But Steve Smith, he was also a versatile drummer. He was I think he was the longest running drummer of Journey.
Okay.
And because I guess, you know, Journey, every band has like lineup changes and whatnot and what have you. But I think he was the longest lasting one. He was like in different periods, but he played in Journey, which is a rock band, and he has another band called Vital Information, which is like jazz fusion.
Gotcha.
And then he plays in Steps Ahead, which is another jazz band, but it's almost like a gradient of color. It's like rock to jazz fusion to jazz.
Yeah.
It's like this perfect little blend of things. And he's also a session drummer. And I thought, I don't know, I feel like he identified to your kind of vibe too, because he's also a session drummer, and he's played with not just like rock bands and jazz fusion bands, but he played with like Mariah Carey and Dweezil Zappa and Victor Wooten. Do you know Victor Wooten? He's a bass player.
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Dude.
Hell of a bass player.
He's the grooviest dude to ever live.
I'll have to check him out. That's cool.
No, and then of course Ginger Baker, which we all know, Cream, psychedelic blues rock, whatever you want to call it. Then he had Ginger Baker's Air Force, which was a jazz fusion band, which he played with. Steve Winwood was in that band, and Steve Winwood, if you don't know who he is, he's from Spencer Davis Group and the band Traffic, and who he also was in a super band called Blind Faith with Steve Winwood and Eric Clapton.
I know that group.
Yeah,
I mean, super group.
Yeah,
obviously, but no, I know that one.
But but my favorite, Ginger Baker. What makes him kind of versatile as far as going from psychedelic blues rock and jazz fusion, he went to play with. He started like living in Africa and getting super interested in world music and African music.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
He started working with. I don't know if you ever heard of Fela Kuti or Tony Allen.
Tony Allen, I have. The other one I have.
Yeah, well, Tony Allen was the drummer for Fela Kuti for
Oh,
many
okay,
years.
okay, okay.
But Tony Allen, he left Africa 70, which was the band. He kind of helped pioneer Afrobeat music with Fela Kuti, because
Gotcha.
Fela Kuti is like like that's the one definitive genre of music that was created by one guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, Afrobeat wasn't being played until Fela Kuti started playing it.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
But Ginger Baker, he started living and recording with them, and they did some live albums and stuff. And I thought that was a crazy transition from like psychedelic blues and jazz to this like African music. I thought that was crazy. So, yeah, I just yeah, your paranormal and stuff shit was way more interesting than my shit. I just wanted to relate to you, motherfucker. Nah.
Hey man, there's so many drummers out there that I haven't heard of. Not necessarily just because there's so many.
Yeah.
But there's always so much from these guys to learn too, like that Ginger Baker and the African Bee and stuff. Honestly, I'd love to look into that and see what I might be able to pull from those rhythms and stuff like that. There's so much cool stuff out there to learn. I freaking love it. And, yeah. I just love playing music. I'll play. I've always said from when I was even a little kid that I don't care who I'm playing with. I'll play with Justin Bieber. I don't care. I just love playing music.
Absolutely.
So. Throw me in any genre, I will put my head down and figure it out and have fun doing it. So
absolutely, I think that's a perfect place to end this episode.
Hell yeah!
Because that's the perfect message. I enjoy guests doing the work for me. 'Cause I can't.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
But that being said, guys. I will end with my Art of the Jam mantra here. We are going to live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. We are going to pass each day in peaceful contemplation. We are going to be patient, and we are going to be present in our lives. So, kiss your wife, kiss your girlfriend, kiss your boyfriend. Fucking get off the phone.
Exactly.
Pet your dog.
Go on a walk.
Yeah,
touch some grass.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. So, without further ado, we just brought to you Art of the Jam. Thank you, Cameron, for being on the show.
Anytime, man. This was awesome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you guys for watching. Farewell now.
I think it's just some rain.
Oh, I don't know. I think obviously
Can you tell me who the president is? Can you tell me who the president is? Can you tell me who the president is? Did you say Carter?
Watch out.
For what?
That's me. That sign. And it won't move.